Time for this week's Made in Tampa Bay segment, and we're heading to Seminole Heights.
So a few months ago, I received a special email from a local media station.
A restaurant there in Seminole Heights is taking over the barbecue scene. Wicked Oak Barbecue.
Comes to find out it's from Fox 13, which is, I grew up watching Fox 13. Fox 13 is the local media in Tampa Bay. They were looking to come in and do a segment on one of their things called Made in Tampa Bay, and I figured, why not?
Born and raised in Tampa, I love barbecue. Big boy, you know, we like our meat. And we used to always go to the Bucks game. We'd get pulled pork sandwiches before the games outside at the vendors, and like, man, this stuff's good. You know, I wonder how the heck they do this.
And we knew this was gonna give a little jolt of energy to it, but to say we were expecting what come of it is an understatement.
Barbecue's a craft. If you find something that works, run with it.
This place was insane. We haven't seen the amount of walk-ups since our grand opening. Like, it was insane. Line out the door from open to close. Like, it was a blessing for sure. It was fun, to say the least.
And started experimenting, and people would come over and like, man, this stuff's good, you should start selling it. And I'd always tell them, no, there's no way. Restaurant business is hard work, it's a lot of work. I was a single father at the time, I didn't want nothing to do with it. And here we are a few years later.
So I actually got this great opportunity through a buddy of mine named Matt. His name is Matt Hawks. He owns Hawks Peanuts, which, if you stay tuned, I'm sure you've probably seen his segment on Fox 13 now as well. And he told the producers, like, hey, if you want to do a Made in Tampa, you got to do Wicked Oak Barbecue. That place is the spot to be.
Barbecue is one of those things, there's no right way, there's no wrong way. There's tons of different ways to do it. Some of the best pit masters in the world, I'll tell you one thing, and then another pit master will tell you another thing. And it's not wrong or right, it's just that's the way they do it.
So, I mean, it was pretty easy. He sent the email out. We discussed what we were going to go through, what he wanted to cover. He was going to come in, take some pictures, do a little interview. We set a date and a time, and we were ready to roll. It was very quick, easy.
We won Best Ribs in the Bay last year. We won Best Wings. We have a really good smoked chicken wing. A lot of people don't know about it.
So I just want to give a little shout out to the producer and the guy behind the camera, Corey Beckman. This guy knocked it out the park. The guy was stellar, very professional, came in, knew what he was doing, knew what he needed, and was wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
We have a Tampa 2 sandwich, which is our signature sandwich. It's a pulled brisket, mac and cheese, queso melt on Texas toast. It's by far our biggest seller.
So when we originally filmed this, you know, my first question was, when's this gonna air? Should I go home and turn the TV on? How's this work next day? And he's like, no, this ain't gonna air till June because we got everything scheduled, we're already booked up. But in June it will air, and I'll let you know a date. So just my luck. I was actually at a doctor's appointment that I couldn't reschedule or couldn't cancel. And so I actually watched the first airing of it, sitting at my doctor's appointment with an IV in my arm and everything. Segment comes on, doctors are in there, there's like 4 or 5 of us were in there watching, and you're like, man, this is this guy right here. I'm thinking, oh my gosh. The segment wasn't even over yet. Phone's ringing. I'm getting text messages from the shop. Derek and Brandy call me from the shop. It's like, hey, the phone's going crazy, won't stop ringing. And I'm like, well, this is what we wanted. So it's either sink or swim now. We're not sinking.
I was always told growing up, that from teachers, from uncles, from mom and dad, if you love what you do, it's not work. Well, I'm here to tell you that's a lie. It's work. It's a lot of work. But I haven't worked a day in my life since I quit corporate America.
That Wednesday, we seen a little increase. Come Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it was insane, absolutely crazy. Not to mention, this is Father's Day week now. The sales were up over 300% week over week. The line was through the door. I mean, I worked all day Sunday on Father's Day. Didn't get home till 6 o'clock just because we had no choice. I wasn't gonna let my staff suffer by themselves. I had to come in and pull it out with them. Our in-house tickets are usually 130 to 150. We did 280 in-house registered transactions on one register on Saturday. It was insane. Staff was, let's just say they were happy.
I love what I do. I love the people I work with. I have a great team. We love our customers, and I enjoy every day.
So now, don't get me wrong, guys. Like, I praise social media. We've had people from around the world come in because they've seen us on TikTok. And when I tell you it's been the best thing we've done since we opened this business, that's a true story. TikTok is, all of our social media has been a big influence into our business. But with that being said, man, local media, let's just say they still hold a big influence in our local community. And after seeing what it did for us and to drive business and to bring people in, still it's almost a month later and we still had a lady in here yesterday from Lakeland. She was like, hey, we seen this on the news, we've been dying to get out here, we were finally in the area. When I tell you, if you have the opportunity, run with it. Don't be shy, don't be afraid, it's worth it. These guys know what they're doing and they've been doing it for a long time.
But it's still delicious.
This smells so good.
Because this is the real deal. This is the real deal.
Wow. Thank you, Bubba. And you know if it's coming from a guy named Bubba, it's going to be good.